Okay, so last but not least, there's a lot happening in the background with the plasma that we don't hear about, that we don't know about. There's things that I see and hear about, but this one is a really really good one. It's actually quite frustrating a little bit because it's magical. The levels are just magical. So, for example, with the what they found in China, etc., with the pigs, when they feed the pigs it contains what they're using. It's full of antibiotics. Yeah. So what they feed them is full of antibiotics. Now, that antibiotics then gets passed on to the human beings that eat the animals. So they're just eating pure antibiotics. When they put CO2 inside of their food, the fields take away the weaker fields, which are the viruses and the toxicity. So here, the application of the Keshe Foundation GANS plasma technology to prevent and overcome the African swine fever and blue ear disease, right? So observations after the first day. So this one here now is a solid experiment that has been done. Fact. No messing about. In actual fact, all of it is like that. All of it. When I say that you can charge your car, it's because it's been done. When I say it's been done. You charge a laptop, it's been done. Yeah. It's not that I'm saying it. It's because it has been done. Right. So after the first day, most of the pigs remained feverish and were not yet showing any sign of recovery. Right. One day later, a pig died of blue ear virus. After 8 days, 101 pigs had died, right? After 14 days, there was no sign of the virus or fever in the pigs. The preventative protocols were to be implemented throughout the company's farms. Yeah. So instantly, what happened there is they started getting results. Right. So initial trials carried out on a single pig. The pig was given GANS water and showed signs of recovery within 3 days. The second trial was on a small farm with 30 pigs that showed signs of the AFS, right, which is the virus. Again, the pigs were given GANS water. After 2 weeks, his pig showed no signs of the virus. So after 2 weeks, the virus was gone. Yep. So let's have a look at this one. So a second round of applying a different formulation of GANS to match and deplete the blue ear virus was given. This then led to the eradication of the virus. Damaged cells, again, can lead to secondary infection in animals. So this is your GANS, your blue ear virus, it's a field. Everything is a field. So this is why I'm showing this, so that you can become familiar with the realization that everything is a field and a field strength. So if the field strength can be matched or manipulated, it can be altered. So nothing in this reality is fixed like we think it is. Everything can be manipulated and altered in our favor. We can get rid of and change everything. Yeah. So that's this. You can see the GANS here. What it will do is absorb the weaker field, which is the blue ear virus. Yep. Again, you can see it here. This is the GANS incoming. GANS incoming. So you see this is the virus here. Yeah. And so here's the GANS. This is the blue ear virus. So what it's doing is creating like a cycle here around the blue ear virus. Yeah. The GANS pulls out the virus because the virus has a weaker field. It has a weaker field. Yeah. So on this one here, this is what I found really interesting. They started by cleaning the entrance area containing the dead pigs and spraying the GANS water. The sick pigs were fed a different GANS water for 3 days. What they found was, with the areas where they cleaned the pigs, when they sprayed the GANS, it helped the pigs that were in a totally different section that had nothing to do with it, because the field strength was so strong that the field started to pull away the pigs that were suffering elsewhere. The fields started to align themselves to that area and to start resolving the issues where the pigs were nowhere near the area that was being treated, right? So That's, again, you see this one here. So viruses are an energy package. A plasma of a high mag-grav strength, the virus attaches itself to the amino acid structure of the animal. This is what the glyphosate does. It's all the same, right? It attaches itself to your amino acid structure. The magnetical and gravitational field interaction depletes the cell of energy, leading to the destruction of the cell. Because it's a superior energy, it just breaks it. What it does is it breaks it up. Because it's stronger than your matter state illness, than your cancers, than your reactive oxygen species. Because it's much stronger, it just absorbs it. That's what fields do. They give and take, give and take. Yeah, that's how they work. Yeah. So if you see, like for example, you can see here. Yeah, it's repulsing. Yeah. So it'll repel what you haven't got. Yeah. And then it will pull what you don't need. Pull what you don't need. It's constantly always doing that. Repelling and pulling. All the time. Bam, pulling in. It's not actually attraction, it's dielectric acceleration. Yeah. So I wanted to just to show, yeah. So the results, treating the pigs under these severe conditions showed incredible results. The effects of the GAN's water can be clearly seen affecting the animals from the third day. After 2 weeks, the company declared the trial over and successful. The first time that the African swine fever was treated, saving the lives of over 800 pigs. Yeah. So it's just phenomenal. There were a few more that I did have, yeah, which was these here. So you can 10 test tubes of blood samples were sent to be tested. Different GAN's waters were added to the 2 blood samples. This was done to see the effects of the GAN's water directly on the blood of the infected pig. The results from all of the blood samples showed no sign of the virus. The 2 tubes had affected the other tubes, resulting in all showing a negative result. You see, the 2 tubes had affected the other tubes. This is what the plasma does. It's infectious. We are infectious. That's why these mobile phones have this tethering device where you can go to one other device and switch its Wi-Fi on. That's what we do as plasma beings once we're plasma activated. Yeah. So I'm showing this to show how it really does work with everything. So viruses and illnesses, it takes them away. It cleans the air. Smell and odour. The use of the GAN's water as a spray had a dramatic effect on the overall smell of the shed. Well, there's 100 dead pigs in there or whatever it was. This is another indication of the GANs change the entire environment around the shed. The use of the CO2 GANs would have this effect. We had the same effect on our radish experiment, which I've shown before, which is what I was just explaining. The carbon absorbs the smell, just like in the old days when you put a lump of coal in the fridge to get rid of the smell. The use of the GANs as a disinfectant and odour control works. I found that you feel really clean when you use it. You feel like you don't need to wash or anything. Drink the GANs. My partner's the same. She would tell you. Drink the GANs water to improve our health, but also to prevent any infections of the flu this summer. So the GAN's have been tested like you wouldn't believe. It's 1,000,000,001% chance. It leaves no residue. It's cold plasma, and it's just fantastic. When you spray it around your house, you can create a protective dome around your house. So any other electrical fields, yeah, the plasma will just absorb them, especially if you're north facing, which is where the fields are coming from. So I just wanted to show what the plasma is doing in this, just in this one instance. In every other instance, it's just excelling because it resides outside of visible light. It is because it's a superior state of matter. It is less bound. It's less solid. So the fields are present because they're mobile. They're set free. So it means that they're more energetic. So it means that they're able to do a lot more. They're able to pull things away and give and receive. And that's where we're heading to, state of perfection.